The memecoin market moves at a relentless pace, defined by extreme volatility. You might witness massive gains one moment and a total market collapse the next. I have experienced both sides of that coin firsthand. To be honest, I endured several setbacks before I truly understood the mechanics of the game. Over time, those lessons evolved into a consistent framework that actually produces results. In this guide, I will walk you through that specific system and demonstrate the methodology I use to deploy meme coins so you can accelerate your progress. A shift in strategy. The major turning point for me was realizing that memecoins don't have to be treated as mere pump and dump schemes for quick cash. They can be managed as legitimate ventures worthy of sustained effort. That change in mindset radically improved my performance. Currently, my primary focus is on new launches. Like many traders, I started out on pump.fun, as that is where a vast majority of the initial volume resides. The difficulty, however, lies in the intense competition. Simply participating isn't enough to succeed. Even with a perfect strategy, luck remains a factor, and you will likely face several losses before hitting a winner. After experiencing the chaotic speed of pump.fun, I sought an environment that offered more stability. That search led me to Raydium. Why Raydium? Raydium feels more refined. It offers less clutter, better organization, and a structure that encourages long-term growth. While pump.fun churns out tokens incessantly, Raydium maintains a steadier rhythm. With only a handful of launches occurring each minute, your project isn't immediately drowned out by noise. It actually has space to gain traction. I experimented with various methods before discovering SplixFun, a platform that makes the Raydium launch process seamless and dependable. It eliminates technical barriers like smart contract coding, so you don't have to struggle with complex development steps. Using this tool, deploying your token takes just a few minutes. With a few clicks, your asset is live on the open market. I'll guide you through the entire step-by-step process now. If your meme coin lacks a logo, you are starting at a disadvantage. The visual identity is the first thing investors notice. Without a striking design, people will simply scroll past. The more memorable or humorous the design, the better it will perform. Pro tip: use current trending memes for inspiration. Example: for this tutorial, I'm using Griffin since he is currently trending. Requirement: ensure your image is resized to 128 by 128 pixels before saving. Once the logo is ready, it's time to set up the token. The process is intuitive. Connect your wallet, approve the transaction, and you are nearly there. Token identity: name, Brian Griffin. Symbol: Brian. Upload the logo and press Next. Now you'll manage the tokenomics. While it may look complex, the default settings on the platform are optimized for success, so you can typically proceed without making changes. Let me just add a simple description. This is your hook. Whether it's witty, sharp, or absurd, make it unforgettable. Next is socials. This is the section to link your Twitter or Telegram. Providing these links builds community trust, but I don't use it because I think it's don't make any difference. Step 4. Security and authorities. Building trust is essential, and managing revoke authorities is the best way to do it. These act as security locks for your holders. Revoke freeze prevents anyone from stopping the trading of the token. Revoke mint caps the supply so no additional tokens can ever be created. Revoke update ensures the contract cannot be altered later. Leaving these open is a major red flag. I recommend enabling all three to ensure maximum credibility and safety. Clicking Launch will prompt a wallet confirmation. Once approved, the blockchain handles the deployment, and your token goes live almost instantly. Verification. Always look up your token on SolScan immediately after. This confirms that all details match your configuration. On SolScan, you can monitor the total supply and every on-chain interaction. For a token to be buyable, it must have liquidity. So let's click the liquidity button on the platform to be redirected to Liquidity Manage window. First of all, make sure your wallet connected in the right top of the screen. Then select your token from the top field. Now we need to add amount token A. This is our token balance. I recommend using 90% of the assets, so let's press 90% button. After amount token A, we need to fill amount token B. This is how much Solana we want to put in our token liquidity. This is my favorite step because you can't lose this funds, and I always put as much as I can here. So let's press this time max again, and let's just press create pool. Once liquidity is initialized, your token is live on Raydium and trackers like Photon. So let's press view on Raydium button to check our live token chart. Your chart will populate instantly. Pay close attention to the liquidity segment, as that is where the bulk of trading volume is concentrated. Next, navigate to your portfolio on Raydium. This serves as your primary dashboard for tracking all token holdings and liquidity stakes, making oversight quite simple. You can also monitor your accrued gains here before deciding to exit. What follows is a time lapse of the launch process. While there are no absolute certainties in this market, recognizable patterns develop quickly, which helps in making informed decisions. Bots react with incredible speed, and each wave of new buyers increases the volume, liquidity, and overall market valuation. Because your potential profit is tied directly to the liquidity pool, keeping a close eye on your Raydium position is vital. Once it appears, you'll know it's time to take action, and I will walk you through that transition. We have now arrived at the concluding phase of the launch. Go to the liquidity section on Raydium and choose your specific LP position. Click the minus symbol and adjust the slider to 100%. Don't be distracted by the figures at the top of the screen. They don't represent your final payout accurately. Instead, focus on the SOL value displayed below. If the amount is satisfactory, select Remove Liquidity and authorize the transaction in your wallet. As a final reminder, this guide is strictly for educational use and does not serve as financial counsel. Once the transaction is confirmed, your funds will begin transferring directly to your wallet. Simply open your wallet and wait a moment for the balance to update to see your final results. My initial returns were relatively small, but repeating this method consistently can lead to significant accumulation over time. To conclude, please note this video is for instructional purposes only. I am not associated with Photon, SplixFun, DexScreener, or any other featured platforms. I am merely demonstrating my personal coin launching workflow.